Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us. My name is Melanie Nelson. I'm the director with TLS Weight Loss Solution. And with me, you can see I have some incredible people. We have Dr. Deidre Mason. She is, the long list of credentials. We like to call her the smartest woman in the world. And then, of course, Dennis Franks, our executive vice president, and our special guest here who participated in a fun Thermochrome trial Dennis will tell you a little bit more about. So we have a lot to cover. It's going to be awesome. I just want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with us to learn about this new TLS Thermochrome breakthrough product, Thermochrome V6, right? We're so excited about the new and improved formula. We've been chatting about it while we were waiting to get online with you. We're all just, right? And so buckle up, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Welcome, everybody. Feel free to chat in, interact. We love to hear from you. And we can see who's coming in from. And we'll go ahead and get started. So first things first, right? Unfortunately, we have to take care of some legal stuff. And this is simply always a good idea to consult your healthcare provider before starting any weight management program, product, or exercise regimen. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA, and this product's not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or treat any disease. So thank you for listening in. Again, super excited to be here. And Dennis is going to start us off. Dennis.
Yes, good evening, everyone. I am so excited to share with you some insight about the new Thermochrome V6. And I just want you to know up front that supplementation during weight loss, it is so very important. And I want to say this for the simple reason is that we are all magnificent chemistry sets. But over time, based on how we eat and treat ourselves, those chemistry sets are not working like they could work. And so when you can use science to back up and get everything working the way it should be working, the results that you hope for will happen with consistency and patience through duration and focus. And we do feature our TLS weight loss solution. So let's talk about some of the benefits that come with the Thermochrome V6. And I'll say this up front, who wouldn't want increased energy? That's one of the biggest complaints around the world that we run, especially in the United States, on all cylinders, all day, all evening, trying to get ahead or keep up with the Joneses. So the extra increased energy is definitely a plus. And how about focus, mental focus, keeping your attention? I know we're all multitasking, but the bottom line is when you can focus, you can get more done, more tasks complete. But let's talk a little bit about this big word, thermogenesis and lipolysis. And thermogenesis is really just a process in creating heat within the body. Now, we're not going to talk chemistry today, but there are different types of fat, white fat, brown fat. And the most important thing to remember, it's the brown fat that we want to stimulate to help burn more calories, to create more heat, causing the body to utilize fat for energy. And I don't know about you, it's not so much the pounds as it is the unwanted fat. So lipolysis is a good word for you to understand. So if we're going to use the body, use the fat, and really use that for energy, it's going to promote what? Weight loss. And it's just a great byproduct. So in addition to whatever you're complementing your health with from a supplement standpoint, Thermochrome V6 fits in. And you know what? When you start thinking about things, I really love the fact how it is helping me curb my appetite. I've got to tell you, as a former NFL player, I found myself at training tables and I am the epitome of a volume eater. So let's explain a little bit of the evolution of the Thermochrome V6. Back in 1993, J.R. Reidinger, I don't know if you know this, he has a marine biology background and he's very good at chemistry. We studied the way the body worked and what were the hot ingredients. And we came out with the original Thermochrome 5000, which really started this company, marketamericashop.com, running. And the nice thing is, over the years, with the evolution of science, being a dynamic company and dealing with consumers' wants and needs, our formulas changed, they've evolved. We had the original Thermochrome 5000 to 5000 to 10,000 to the Thermochrome Select to the Thermochrome Booster till ultimately we've come up with our Thermochrome V6, which refers to the sixth generation of our Thermochrome product. We're pretty excited about that. But I want you to know that why we're really fired up about spending time with you tonight is that during the entire review of, and you got to understand, Market America employs some of the smartest people on the planet, and they study science. They review research. They make sure the efficacy is there. And in their research, they're able to make recommendations and formulations evolve. And then we go through a formula development. Well, as we develop different formulas, we sample these formulas, and internally we had wonderful results. We knew we had something special, the next generation. So being in charge of sales globally, I said, it's time to create a tsunami about this amazing product. And so what we decided to do is go out and select a dozen random clients and give them a 30-day, I guess, supply. It was pretty good. It wasn't labeled. It had all the ingredients on it. And Dr. D wrote up exactly what was going on with the product. And the results were exceptional. So exciting. And I am really privileged tonight to introduce to you one of those amazing individuals that actually had the opportunity to go on the product for the first 30 days. And I'd like to introduce to all of you, Shaylin. And can you share your experience with us tonight?
Yeah, I'd love to. Thanks so much, Dennis. And thanks for having me. What an honor. Honestly, most of my life, I think as long as I can remember, I've struggled with weight from the time I was a young girl through my adult life. And even, gone through many yo-yo diets, as we all do, with busy family and children. And, it just has always been a struggle. And so when they invited me to this trial, I was really excited to try the new Thermochrome formulation. And what I found over that 30 days is amazing. First of all, I lost 11.25 inches off of my body. I mean, that's serious right there. I had the most incredible boost of energy that I can't even really describe it to you, but my productivity at work is 10 times what it was before Thermochrome, first of all. Anytime I worked out, I felt a massive boost and just push of energy that I have never had before. I am doing Les Mills body pump without a problem anymore these days. And really just the amount of focus, and then really additional new focus time with my family cooking in the kitchen. So I couldn't forget to tell you guys about that, because there is a plan and eating behind our system, and we all know that. But when you're looking at taking that supplement, which I was doing, and then cooking in the kitchen with your family, more healthful, nutritious meals, it just brought our whole family together. So I loved every moment of the trial. Thank you so much for letting me participate.
Excellent.
Awesome, Shaylin.
So good. Oh my gosh. Love that. So you lost over 11 inches, Shaylin. A couple people who are participating are curious how many pounds you lost. I know you lost some pounds, but the inches were really the most significant for you.
Yeah. So I had started a little bit early, total from about 10 days prior to the trial through the end, I lost over 11 pounds.
Beautiful. Yes. So, as Shaylin mentioned, you guys, what's really key to know about, our program is it's comprehensive. And so most people who utilize our TLS supplements, the vast majority of them are also engaged in the rest of our TLS program, which includes our menu plan and our exercise recommendations. So we are, they're doing it in conjunction with our TLS program,
Yep.
but it just really sounds like it put rocket fuel on your process, Shaylin.
It did. And I got it back in stock right away. Bought a few extra bottles just in case. And I'll tell you, right back at it. Like amazing. Just right back at it.
Yeah.
The wonderful thing that I want to just say, Shaylin, is about the way you came back and were able to work with the family and following some of the rapid results and sure and steady menu plans. And you know what, that combination, and I wasn't so concerned about the actual pounds, but when you came up with the inches lost, and specifically in areas that you wanted to lose those inches, what a great inspiration. It had to build some momentum from day to day for you.
It did. And honestly, the inches that I lost, the majority, more than 50%, came off of my waist area, which is one of the most important areas for us to, slim down just from a health perspective, right? And then on top of that, like once I understood, I've done TLS before and I kind of lost my way after 8 years and put some weight back on, but coming back this second time, really learning like, how do I tweak food when I'm cooking it so that we can still enjoy things that we like to enjoy, but it not harm our health. And so that's been the biggest takeaway for me, where I feel like I'm in control, really in control of what is going on in my family's diet and in my diet.
I love that. Yeah. We always say it's all about finding new favorites, right?
Yeah. And when I say diet, I mean like my day-to-day eating, not restricting my life, if that makes sense.
That's right. Yes, we all know TLS is not a diet.
Yep.
And so we're going to go ahead and move forward here. Shaylin, thank you so much for sharing with us. We so appreciate it. You had such tremendous success. We can't wait. You started again. We can't wait for you to tell us what happens this, now that you have it back in your household. So excited. And you know what? Actually, wait a second. Shaylin, didn't Paul do it with you?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to share his results. So my husband did it along with me. He lost, I think, 9 pounds and 9 inches total, I believe is the right number. And honestly, that he is somebody who is on the road all the time. He's a superintendent in the construction industry. And for him to be able to focus and eat the right things and not be eating in a fast food line has really changed his health and stress level too.
Absolutely.
That is fantastic. It's truly remarkable, because while people ask about pounds lost, that's kind of the context or the framing that we always think about weight loss, rather than what you guys are talking about, which is changing that body composition, right? Shifting those inches, which are equivalent to inches lost. I'm not sure how many people are aware, but inches lost around the middle are equivalent to percentages of body fat loss. And so just like you mentioned, Shaylin, the importance of losing it in meaningful places in the body, around the abdomen, around hips, being far more powerful for not just changing body composition, changing out fat for better, higher demand metabolic tissue, but also health preservation. The fact that the ingredients in this product, the sound meal plans that allow you to eat like your husband, right? Eating on the go, not grabbing the wrong things, because the mindset is in the right place, and the meal plans are open enough to allow you to eat, even if you're not inside the house with your pantry full of the things you planned to grab. That's really the power behind your success here. Very exciting.
I'll tell you real quick, his whole family did not recognize him 3 weeks ago at a family event.
Wow.
Oh
I
my
love
God.
that.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Nothing like shock in the family. We love it. So let's talk a little bit about who this product is for, in regards to its formulation. Anyone who wants more energy, maybe feeling, tired or fatigued, wants more mental clarity and focus. That's a theme you're going to hear across the board from all of us here tonight. So people who are shift workers, students, truck drivers, nurses, guards, paramedics, active jobs like construction or landscaping, or pilots or flight attendants, anyone who wants to increase fitness or exercise performance, right? I mean, Dennis, Shaylin, you both talked earlier about, taking it before a workout and being able to keep up and just have a better workout, feeling like you were performing better. Someone who wants to lean out or shred those or lose those unwanted pounds and inches. This is just an incredible, incredible product. But we do want to let you know that if you are sensitive to caffeine, that this is something you're going to need to take with caution, or possibly just consult with your healthcare provider before using this product. But again, always remember that before you start something, consult your healthcare provider. So this product is absolutely fantastic. I want to actually introduce our next testimonial, who was a willing participant as well, someone who's excited to take part. He's a busy guy, he works long hours. He's got a bunch of kids. he's got three girls. I mean, talk about a handful, right? And he is just got a heart of gold. So please, Oscar, would you share with everyone your experience with the Thermochrome trial?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much, Melanie, Dennis, Dr. D. This is an honor. I was very pleased with the results. I've had always struggled with my weight as well. And, I was pretty chubby growing up, and I got teased a lot. So as growing up, I always try to keep up on the latest trends. And now my wife, as a certified TLS consultant or trainer, she has really helped me hone in on a lot of things that I was missing. And I've been able to drop a lot of weight. And now, thanks to Thermochrome, it's added that rocket fuel, kind of like what you said earlier, Mel, to not only my energy level, but also my ability to focus. And losing 3% body fat weight, I mean, that was amazing. That was one of the most remarkable things. I lost 2 inches of my waist. I lost 1 inch in my chest, and a couple inches on the hips, or excuse me, my thighs. And so all those results really stacked up and gave me more than enough evidence that this product works. And I didn't have any problem falling asleep. Had a lot of energy. I slept very well. The strength and the stamina that I was able to maintain throughout the day was really remarkable. I never really experienced that before with any of the other products. And, it was really super effective. I really appreciated being able to participate in this. And I have my next bottle coming to me very soon.
Right on. Yeah, 3% body fat in 30 days is absolutely incredible. If anybody is ever focused on reducing body fat, they know how much focus and commitment that takes, right, Dee?
Most people will they'll go for a week and a half to 2 weeks, and they'll say they're going to measure their body fat percentage. And it's easy to be a little bit discouraged because we want to see big results, and to lose 0.5% of body fat a week is considered killing it, right? And so
Yes.
in 4 weeks, to be able to lose 1% greater than we would consider killing it, whether it's fitness, metabolic flexibility, really speaks to the physical resilience of you, Oscar, but also the power of a very good formula to help the body become better at that metabolic what I refer to as partitioning or energy utilization. And so it's a powerful statement that we're able to create this kind of wellness and body composition changes within people.
The one thing that I do want to tell everybody that's listening tonight is with each of our trial participants, they also received their measurements, what to measure in order to track that composition, as well as menu items from the Sure and Steady or Rapid Results. Now, I do want to let everybody know that you can get free a TLS Success Guide, which has a lot of great things to help you keep track. All you have to do is go to our, you're the person that invited you here today, to their TLS Slim site that they'll direct you to. Take the weight loss profile and you'll be able to download free this amazing TLS Success Guide that includes all that information. I wanted to just say that so that everybody knew.
That's fantastic.
Awesome. Yes, our journal is incredible, and it is an incredible tool if you're going to, utilize Thermochrome. If you're going to utilize our TLS program, Dennis, you couldn't. I'm glad you brought it up because it's such an incredible piece of literature and guidance. So, Dennis, you're up. No, Dee, you're up next here. We've got. She's going to cover just how special this formula is.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have brought up a lot of really important points, some of which are the importance of changing body composition or maximizing body composition. Oscar, when you mentioned, Shaylin, when you mentioned the inches lost throughout the body, that's evidence of changing overall body composition, and a very powerful ingredient that's in Thermochrome, really helps us do it. It's red pepper. The active ingredient is called a capsaicinoid. These are just the bioactive compounds that are found in red hot chili peppers. And listen, either alone or in combination with other metabolic ingredients, they're a perfect solution for weight management or fitness activity. I know some people ask about, are these types of things good for more than weight management, for physical fitness, right? When we think about metabolic energy. And capsaicinoids are shown to be very beneficial for fitness activity, active nutrition, not just weight loss nutrition, right? But a lot of people will say, well, why supplementation? Why do I need a formula with red chili peppers? Because you need to eat roughly 10 grams of red chili peppers each day to get the same kind of benefit that you can get through comprehensive formulations. And that's just going to be rough on your stomach, I'm just saying, right? Studies now have shown that probably for greater than 30 years that capsaicinoids or red chili peppers, their active ingredient, have really powerful metabolic benefits. But doing so with comfort to the stomach, the oral mucosa, without that kind of burn concern, that's been hit or miss until now. Thermochrome V6 uses a very special beadlet technology. This encapsulates the capsaicinoids so that they're very comfortable to oral mucosa, very comfortable to the gut or the intestines, to just overall addition to a supplement regimen. Because of that sustained release, very specialized beadlet technology, you don't get the issue that you may have with a thermogenic ingredient like a red hot chili pepper. And that means that it's also going to deliver that active ingredient in a very effective, sustained release fashion. So there's also no peaks or valleys with this very special beadlet technology. Okay. But when we think about other things that make capsaicinoids unique, it's kind of what Dennis, Shaylin, Oscar, Melanie were talking about, which is the preferential shifting of energy to fat for that fuel. Dennis had mentioned the benefit of thermogenesis, or brown adipose tissue, or sometimes referred to as beige adipose tissue, and the movement of the body to preferentially start to create this. That's something that capsaicinoids in the literature have been shown to be able to do. They are good at improving what's called an uncoupling protein. And that's as technical as I'm going to get for you guys, I promise. But these uncoupling proteins, they're linked to energy thermogenesis, which is to say the generation of heat, or in this case, the metabolic heat or movement of heat for energy. That is to say, burning fatty acids for energy, which is why we can see some of these big benefits. We can see some of these changes in body fat percentage. Now, listen, if you're above the age of 30, you have children, you know what it feels like to feel run down, right? You've been overheard to say things like, I wish I had more energy. You guys, probably everyone feels it's more common that at the age of 30, 35 and beyond, you said, I'm doing everything the same. So why am I gaining weight anyway, right? That's because the metabolic demand for muscle maintenance gets greater as you age, while the supply of building blocks is relatively less, especially if you're doing the same thing, if you haven't made a change, right? And as such, with age, with hormone shifts, with sedentary lifestyles, with poor dietary choices, or even the very best dietary choices, but not those that are dialed in to like repair metabolism, we see a body composition change, quite frankly. We see an increase in white adipose tissue, not beige adipose tissue. We see a potential decrease in lean muscle mass, especially as we age. So the proteins that I'm talking about, these uncoupling proteins, they are optimized, capsaicinoids optimize them in muscle, right? And that means to say that muscle dictates the activity of both the fat cell and the muscle cell by maximizing the way these cells use energy. They maximize a battery in the cell called the mitochondria. Now, both muscle and fat have mitochondria, but a performance ingredient like that found in Thermochrome, it gives muscle the home court advantage. And that's why we can see such power with these. Now, we didn't stop there, right? We added other ingredients to really potentiate, optimize, amplify what capsaicinoids can do. We made this a very comprehensive product with an ingredient called Herbal Mate. Now, Herbal Mate is a mixture of xanthines. That's like saying caffeine, flavonoids, and saponins. That's an antioxidant blend. Herbal Mate also contains something in it called cinnamonic acid, which has blood sugar benefits. One significant benefit of this combination is a possible increase in fat oxidation. That's just a fancy way of saying fat burning, or telling the body, I'm just going to go grab my savings account and burn that for energy because my blood sugars are stable. The magic here is that this can happen even when the body is at rest. Anyone that knows anything about fitness knows that muscles aren't made in the gym. They're built after the gym during a window called resting energy expenditure. And capsaicinoids, as well as Herbal Mate, are very beneficial at creating that window for building or burning during a resting period. And that's a powerful place to be, because that means more energy, even at rest, which is why Shaylin was able to talk about productivity, right? Even when she wasn't exercising. Additionally, Herbal Mate and Capsamax, despite that thermogenic effect, Thermochrome also has an ingredient called theobromine in it, as well as green tea. These are really rich in something called epicatechins. You know them from green tea. Well, when epicatechins are absorbed in the body, they help the way the body uses glucose and insulin, right? So we've got something that can support glucose uptake and its use. In addition, the combination of ingredients, specifically these epicatechins or the theobromine and the green tea, really assist in healthy aging because they also have a role in supporting the way mitochondria or energy in our body works, these little batteries, and how they liberate fuel for energy. In this case, the fuel is a fatty acid. Now, there's another ingredient and a collection of other ingredients in this product, LTyrosine. For those of you that don't know, LTyrosine is great as a metabolic support amino acid because it is, the precursor to thyroid hormone, which is the master hormone for healthy metabolism. So when we think about aging metabolism, we can think of amino acids like L-tyrosine to help us with that. Simply combining L-tyrosine with chromium, vitamin C, B6, these are the cofactors that allow L-tyrosine to do what it's supposed to do, whether it's supportive blood sugar or thyroid, whether it's supportive of blood sugar, or even with these ingredients, supportive of our stress response. Collectively, these ingredients make this new iteration of Thermochrome a huge win. And you're hearing why. It's this synergy of ingredients that amplify our results. Whether you have weight to lose, right, or you're looking to maintain a healthy weight, or you want to make sure that you work to maintain healthy body composition as you age, this is an incredible product for you. I want to invite a friend at working with you, Tanya, and everybody during our trial was so much fun because you were able to bring up some unique questions that I think, quite frankly, everybody wanted to know about. It's like, as I age, is there something else I can get from this product? Tanya, tell us a little bit about like your experience with our trial.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much. I was so blessed to be a part of this trial because from about the age of 40 to now, which has been at least a decade, I just started like putting on pounds because of aging and menopause and things that just, I never really had a big problem with my weight until about that time. I worked out with a trainer for a year and only lost 15 pounds, very little inches, changed, my eating, did what she told me to do. And because of TLS and actually being educated on what I needed to eat and how, because our system is actually programmed for you. There's a program that's specifically for me that I was able to ascertain and use. And so when I first started doing TLS, right in the very beginning, I did the jump start for 30 days. I lost like 12 pounds in the first 30 days. But when I started taking Thermochrome V6, it actually accelerated everything in that 30 days. It was during the holidays, during Thanksgiving and all of that. And to date, I've lost 35 pounds and over 20 inches, which is phenomenal to me because for a whole year, I tried to do something like that and I wasn't able to. And so although my Thermochrome, the second go around hasn't shown up yet, even I can't wait to get it because I know what's going to happen.
I love the fact you brought that up. And I love the fact that you've been able to work through, the toughest times when your body did not want to necessarily cooperate, and to have this experience and you are on the go, you are on your way, girl. Woo.
I'm excited. I've actually pulled my husband in now. So we'll be doing measurements and things with him as well. And, it's just such an educational program. I really just think people need to understand that TLS, it changed my life. It really, really has changed my life. And I feel fantastic. There was such that whole decade of time, I did not feel good. And I feel good now. You can't put a price tag on that,
That's beautiful.
I agree. Fantastic. So we're getting a lot of questions about, how to take this product. I just had to share that picture, Tanya. Sorry, when you were speaking about your journey, I'm like, hey, wait a second, I have a picture of Tanya. So
no worries.
I do appreciate you letting me just pop that up. We're getting a lot of questions in the chat about how do we take this product and when do we take this product and when is it best and can I take it with other TLS products? So let's let's clear that up here. So the directions on the bottle, you guys, are 2 tablets before breakfast and 2 before lunch. Obviously, with the amount of energy and mental clarity and focus and productivity that people are feeling with this, it is better to take it earlier in the day for sure. Do know there's 200 milligrams of caffeine in each serving. Now there's about an average 95 milligrams of caffeine in an average cup of coffee. So you're looking at about a 2.5 cup or two Pike Starbucks drinks in kind of one hit. But this is an incredible product. Yes, it can be taken in combination with our other TLS products. I know we have a lot of TLS people on the line who love our program, who love our products, and they want to make sure that, yes, you can take it. You know, Superman, like Batman and Robin with Core, Batman and Robin with green coffee, you know, peanut butter and jelly with CLA. All of our products do so great with this. The only ones that I really feel is important that you take maybe differently now, if you are currently taking TLS Axe, if you're currently taking our Bliss product or our Cannabiquin product, please take that in the evening. So if you want to incorporate Thermochrome V6, you would just take this in the morning and early afternoon, and then save that particular product for later in the evening after dinner before bed, just so they're not fighting against each other, right? Because this has a boosting effect, and Bliss, Cannabiquin, Axe has a calming effect, and we don't really need the tug of war in the body, and that can be a little bit interesting to experience. So best to take, you know, them very separately, and definitely be drinking plenty of water when using this product. Dennis, do you have anything to add to this?
No, the most important thing that I see is it's, you know, combining it with the whole program. I can't tell you, yes, you can get results by just taking the product, but you know, if you're going to go for the lifestyle, you've got to eat better, you've got to stay active. We want to, you know, look at our body composition and improve upon that. I'm a big fan of measurements, you know, so you know where you start and what you've accomplished. And, you know, the bottom line is science works when it comes to weight loss. Something I say all the time, weight loss is not magic, it's just science. You just got to take the time and commit to that. But it's been, you know, I'm a core taker, I'm a trim tea taker, you know, I'm a CLA taker, you know, and when my wife drives me nuts, I'm an Axe taker. So, I mean, TLS Axe, not AX, that kind of thing. But anyway, so I'm born and raised good TLS products.
That's right.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm glad that you brought up routine, because it is important to, you know, whether that routine is adding more water to your day, the routine of like eating a healthy, you know, a healthy eating program, a meal plan, choosing the one that's right for you by, you know, by taking you know, an online profile to identify that. Small steps lead to huge changes. Get started with, you know, with something that feels right for you, and that you identify is going to be a good next step, right? That I really want to encourage people to really step into your potential here.
For sure. I feel too, I just want to mention, you know, if you do happen to have a sensitivity to caffeine like myself, you know, it's a good idea to just proceed with caution. You know, Dennis, I think we have just, you know, some last final thoughts here. And
yeah, I want to just let everyone know, specifically all those that are trying to figure out whether they want to try this or not. The suggested retail is $49.95, but what does that really mean? $1.67 a day. But let's not talk money right now. Let's talk results in the first 30 days. Let's talk about how important is it that you feel and look great. It's a small price to pay for increased energy throughout the day, mental focus. I mean, promotion of what? Thermogenesis and lipolysis for effective weight loss. And quite frankly, you're going to love the way that it helps control or help you how do I say this, curb your appetite per se. I am a volume eater by nature, and this has really helped me recognize that I really am not that hungry at all. And I'm thankful for that. Oscar, I got to tell you, I'm as good as anybody getting up with that table and filling up a plate. But this has really helped tremendously. But I think the value proposition is here for anyone to go on this. The studies that we reference, a lot of them have been for 8 weeks, but we're seeing results in 30 days when combined with a great TLS menu selection. Take that profile, get out there and walk a little bit each day. Let's push yourself just a little bit. That combination with education, home run.
Absolutely. I agree. I think, if you go to Starbucks, you can't get a coffee for $1.67. So, I mean, my husband's latte is $6.10 for Pete's sake. So this is saving my family a lot of money. You guys, any final thoughts here from Dr. D?
Again, I just, one of the things I'm very excited about is that the wide range of people that can benefit from a product like the Thermochrome V6. There's people that are seeking weight loss. There are people that have hit a plateau or, in a phase of life or age. And this is, I'm talking to both men and women. We call it menopause for a reason, right? That both men and women are affected by hormone changes, and the fact that this can is not female or male hormones so much as it is understanding a decline in energy, and that this can be suitable not just for people that have put on extra pounds due to baby weight or put on extra pounds just due to a sedentary or poor lifestyle, but also where metabolism needs to have added support, where you feel like you've been doing all of the right things and yet could need some support. The fact that there are ingredients in here that are good for aging metabolism, and as Tanya and all of us mentioned, for just the fact that we feel very overstimulated in today's world. And so having something that can help center and help us be mentally focused, attention-wise, I think that there are there are all of these ancillary benefits, and I really hope that this product finds you well.
Awesome. Excellent. Well, hey, I just want to say a great big thank you to Oscar, Shaylin, and Tanya for joining us here tonight to share their story of being on our Thermochrome trial. You're going to be hearing from more of our members, but all of the testimonials from those people who participated are actually on our website, tlsslim.com. If you go check out Thermochrome, you can read all of the testimonials from all of our participants. And so you guys, what a wonderful night. Thank you everyone for being on, for participating, paying attention, asking questions. It's been wonderful. Have a great night, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Great night, everyone.